Penn senior John Ohlson is nearing the end of his high school career. Now, every student in high school has their own journey before they walk across that stage on graduation day. But for John, his journey has been very unique. There's been highs, there's been lows, and through those lows, it could have been easy to simply give up. But that was never an option for old Johnny P. It was a normal February day in 2015.
Well, I was actually on my way to school when I got a call, and I quickly turned around, and my mom wanted me to go back to school, but I felt the need to go to the hospital, and so I got there and obviously got bad news.
The man in the hospital was John's dad, Russ Ohlson.
It took us completely by surprise. Yeah. He left for work that morning, 52 years old, healthy, non-smoker, went to work and collapsed at his desk and had a stroke. And it took a couple of days. We were getting a little bad news and bad news and bad news. So the stroke happened on a Thursday, and by Sunday he was gone. So we call this the Big Book of Russ.
It was a grieving period for the community and the Ohlson family. And eventually for John, that all turned into motivation. I
knew in the back of my mind, he was watching over. So I couldn't let him down. I was going to the gym a lot. He gave me an extra push, especially on game day.
It was football season, a season that was quite memorable for John, who, despite only being a junior, made a huge impact in the team's success.
John Ohlson.
That was definitely, I think, personally my best year of football I've ever had, and it's kind of awesome to think that it happened right after in the same year that my dad passed. So I could dedicate that year to him.
That year, Penn went to the state championship. However, it would end in a loss. But that loss added another reason to get better for his senior year. And Ohlson picked up right where he left off, making plays. But then in week 2, another dose of adversity struck.
It was just a normal play, every down play, and I saw the ball coming for me, and I caught the ball, and then I got hit, and I heard a pop. I knew right away.
A blown-out knee, a torn ACL, and a torn meniscus that would shelve John for the remainder of the season.
The whole thing was devastating, and really far more so because of everything we'd been through. Losing your senior season is crushing, but losing it after having so much loss, I was devastated.
After 7 months of rehab, here we are. John is running on the track.
Let's go, John!
He may only be limited to one event, but just being here is something special.
Just kind of ending without, getting injured is kind of what I was looking forward to. And being a part of the team again.
I'm so proud of him that he wants to make this effort at this point during his senior year, that he wants to put in the time, go to the practices. Just very proud that he's going the extra mile to finish out on top.
Good for him, absolutely. Now, to cap this story, John received a scholarship just last week called the 3 C's Memorial Scholarship. That stands for commitment, character, and courage, which perfectly fits what he's done over the years. Now, in order to get that scholarship, he had to write an essay, and that essay was about the leadership and dedication to his dad, Russ.
Yeah, and Russ was a great guy, well known in the community. I know he coached my son along with his son Nate in baseball, and just a wonderful family.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned baseball. Currently at the Harris Fields, they put a memorial up for him that is in Granger after he passed. The community put that there in place for him at those fields. On the stone, it has a picture of him right there. I don't know if you can see it fully right there, but on that stone it says, "Always hustle and keep your head up." Great family. It was a thank you guys to the Ohlson family for talking to me about it.
Yeah, beautiful story. Thanks, Eli.
Thanks.